Welcome to the WP AIM videos for configuring the Automated Income Machine plugin. We've talked previously about creating content with scheduled keywords using the drop-down method and the template method, and now briefly we're going to talk about doing some basic SEO in these posts. Within the AIM plugin, you have the ability to publish content either in draft form or automatically. In other words, as soon as the scheduled keyword publishes the content, it automatically is published so people can see that content live. Now, one of the things you may benefit from is editing those posts either after they're published or if you save them in draft before they're actually published out and they get indexed in the search engines. And I'll show you why. What we're going to do first is we're going to look at the page that we previously had. And we're going to look at the very first thing in that page, which is an Amazon item for a Bulova diamond watch. Now, the image is linked, and after the description, there's a more link to go see the watch as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the link in a new window to the Amazon product so we can take a look at it. Now on our sample page, the title is Bulova Women's 96R105 Diamond Accented Calendar Watch. If we go to Amazon, the title is Bulova Women's 96R105 Diamond Accented Calendar Watch. In other words, the title of the page is exactly the same. Okay. The HTML title, or inside the browser, the part that shows up here in your title bar, other than the fact it starts with Amazon.com, is exactly the same as our page. Now we look at the information contained within this particular page. We see a price, we see some product specs, we see a description. If we go back to our particular page, we know the title is exactly the same. Let's take a look at the content. I put in the title Women's Watch of the Day myself in the template, and we have the name of the item, no ratings available, 375 hours. The product features, there are 5, and the description starts with sparkling, luxurious Bulova Women's Diamond Accented Calendar Watch. We see the Amazon product description here, the sparkling, luxurious Bulova Diamond Accented Watch. What I'm getting at it here is Google is a very smart search engine, and the search crawlers for Google, they're no dummies. The Google algorithm knows when you publish a page with the exact same title as a product page in Amazon, with the exact same description as a product page in Amazon, that you have what we call duplicate content. Now, you can get duplicate content pages listed in the index, but the odds of coming up for a search are minute unless your website has extreme authority, because Google knows you've just copied this information and there's no redeeming content here at all. There's nothing original whatsoever. Now, what I recommend doing is going to your edit post page for these products either before they're published or shortly thereafter. And the first thing you want to do is change the title just a little bit. Now, we know this is a Bulova Women's Diamond Watch, and we know we've assigned this to the ladies' watches category. So let's do this. My money is on the fact that nobody's going to search for this exact model number, and if they do, it's still in the post. It's still going to come up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this post title to be Women's Diamond Watch. Bulova Women's Diamond Watch. The post title is going to be just those 4 words. Now, in order to change this, I have to change it here, which is actually what's going to be the heading on the page. And this permalink is going to change the actual URL. I'll show you how that works really quick. Whoops, clicked the wrong thing. Sorry. We need to click Edit. We already have Bulova Women's in there. I'm going to delete everything down to Bulova Women's Diamond Watch. I'm going to click OK. Now the URL of this particular post is going to be ladieswatches8.com/bulova-womens-diamond-watch. So we've modified the title so it's not the same as Amazon. We've modified the permalink so it's not the same as Amazon. And I have a heading that says Women's Watch of the Day. All the posts that post with that particular template are going to say the same thing. So let's change this one to say Women's Diamond Watch of the Day. And then we have Bulova Women's 96-hour Diamond Accident Calendar Watch. And let me put after that, whoops, let me put right after that, is great for any occasion. Wouldn't you love to have this on your arm? Now, you'd be surprised how much of a difference that one particular statement makes in this. It changes the sentence. It's not just one sentence, and now it's original content because I've added to it. I can add some more information in there as well. First, let me scroll down and look at the other content. These are the product features. I can choose again to leave the product features exactly the same, or I can change them a little bit. From Amazon's, I can say product features for Bulova Diamond Watch. And in this particular instance, I will go back up here and find out what the model number was. 96R105. Okay, yep, 96R105. Okay. 96R105. And I'll add in one more product feature. Stunning diamond bezel. Again, we're making minor changes to make this different from what Google has. Product description. Okay, basically this is only 3 or 4 sentences. And we've made some other minor changes. What I'm going to do is again say this would make a great gift for that special someone in your life, or treat yourself to a well-deserved timepiece. Okay, there we go. I've changed the Amazon section. Now, this particular post also has content from Flickr, and it also has a YouTube video. Now, the ladies watch section here for the Flickr item is for a Seiko ladies diamond gold plated quartz bracelet watch. It's a little bit different than the other watch. It's a whole different brand. It's a whole different watch that we have featured from Amazon. There's a couple things that you could choose to do with this. For sure, we want to change what the text says, but you could actually look up this Seiko watch in your Amazon Associates account and then come back here and link this picture and some text beneath this particular item to give people a second item to choose from, and either of which they chose. If they click to go visit it, then you're going to make a commission. In this particular instance, if you leave the post as it is and they click to go see the Flickr picture, they're going to see the picture at Flickr, and they're not going to buy anything, obviously, because it's just a picture. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change that Flickr text to say this is another great diamond watch, and I might come back here later to put some model information and a link that goes to this particular watch. The video, we see the YouTube code here for the video. We have a description. Now this particular one goes to a diamond cubic zirconia silver wedding bridal ring set. You can choose to leave this in your post. If you don't think it's relevant, you can remove it. You can change the description. You can add another affiliate link down here on the bottom. But basically, this particular post only has about 286 words. A lot of search engines optimizers will tell you, usually to get well seated in the search engines, a lot of times it's best to have 400 words in your post or more, as much of that as original content. So sometimes the AIM scheduled posts that you use, whether they're drafts, and they're scheduled, or whether they publish immediately, can be used as a vehicle, well, basically ideas to create great original content that leads to sales for you. If you want to get ranked for different keywords and build links towards these pages, then it's often best to change the post title keywords to something more specific, change the permalink as we did, add some original content in the first few sentences, change the description a little bit that comes from Amazon, then it's not original content. You can add more affiliate links in if you're using Flickr pictures, and if you're going to use a YouTube video that's relevant, you can also add affiliate links after that or change the description to be best for you. And then once you publish the page, what you're going to end up with is something that is quite more usable by the search engine crawlers. It will give you better results and more traffic. And it could be the difference between making lots of sales and just some sales. Because where a regular AIM post that gets published as duplicate content might only get you a few clicks here and there, the actual updated post with actual original content that you wrote yourself can get you seated in the search engines and can get you 10 times as much. One last thing, the frequency of the posts that you make with the scheduled keywords determine how effective this is going to be. And what I mean by that is, I've seen people that have decided to try to post something every few hours from a particular keyword, and what you end up with, especially if you have multiple keywords, is too many posts. 50 to 100 posts a day, even a dozen posts a day might be too much. If your blog has decent authority, posting once, maybe twice a day is completely okay to get listed in the search engine, especially if you want the time to go back in there and modify your posts with your own original content on a regular basis. Don't schedule more posts than you have the ability to edit in some degree, and make sure that you go back and at least make basic changes. If you only spend the time to change the actual title of the page to something that has better keywords than the original page title that came from Amazon or YouTube or Flickr, where we got the content from, that is probably 60 to 75% of the battle right there. Just changing the permalinks in the post title, because that is the biggest determinant factor by a search engine on how you get ranked. There are hundreds of other factors that come after that, but that is the largest determinant factor. So there you have it, a little basic information about some minor changes you can make to your posts both before and after they're published, using the AIM plugin to publish content and affiliate links to your blog. Stay tuned for other features of the AIM plugin in future videos.